one log. I don't know he has Dark Goblin yet. Just gonna play a Valkyrie. Probably Valkyrie. I'm like, whoa. I was really slow on that. He got all his chip damage off. I found out he is mirror. Like, what? But really didn't do anything against the Dark Goblin, which I find out was loggable. He did well there. Now, so, well, it's a good push. He shut it down with Tombstone Ice Golem. That was my problem I was running into. He could really shut down my push. And if you can't get a good push off, then you can't ever win a game. So, we're just kind of going back and forth. Mirroring the Dark Goblin, though, that was insane. The Valk almost got some good hits. Then I decided I don't need to do anything about that. I'll just do one guard hit. If it's that down, I can do that, but it's still out of range of tower, so I have to log it. I realizes he can mirror it. At this point, I realize he has mirror, and I freak out. But I put that down. That takes care of his push. And turns into a good counter push. Unfortunately, the late barbs didn't become a good delivery mechanism for the Valk. If I did, that could have won me the game. The Valk was placed down just a little bit off, which could have changed the whole outcome of the game. A little bit of indecision allows a lot of chip damage from an amazing Dark Goblin. So now I'm down in damage. Valkyrie is turning out to be really useful in this game. There was a lot of good counters to Dark Goblin, but he's just so fast. You have to react so well to be able to get anything done against him. And I don't think putting him in the back is the best way to do it, because that increases my reaction time. They're spilling over elixir for a long time, because I was in such indecision. Now I've realized that he's loggable by now. I've started to figure out his deck. I know he has mirror. And, like, I realize right now is a really close game. I wanted to put down the Valkyrie, but unfortunately I messed up. Now I can put down the Valkyrie with that swarm skeletons, leap barbs, that everything gets completely wrecked by a Valkyrie log. Leap barb gets a hit off though, which is really gonna chip on my tower. I have no hit damaging his tower at all. So I gotta be really careful, especially with his Dark Goblin chip damage. That's insane stuff. And I knew he didn't have his mirror because he mirrored some other card recently. Now he's got that. So he puts that down. I see the level 5 guards, and I know he doesn't have his mirror anymore. Great counter right there. I do my best to get rid of it, but he can stop my push. It's a nice zap. And really from here on out, it's just kind of, I can't get a good push off. And the Dark Goblin gets good chip damage off. He had a log that he could have logged me out with, though. And he had a mirror. Right there, that was kind of a YOLO push to see if I could just take that tower when he wasn't watching. Fortunately, not the case. I'm just spamming some troops because I know he can double log it to win. That's the first log. I expected the second log, but it didn't come. The log takes a while to get to the tower, so I was just trying to, like, go so fast he couldn't do a thing. Should have put the Valk down there. Now, even though the tower one-shotted the Dark Goblin still got 2 hits off. I put a Valk down instead of Princess. I would have delayed the game longer. He still would have won by logging me, but it wouldn't have been so bad. But the next time I faced Dark Goblin, I'd learn better. So this next Dark Goblin gameplay that I'm going to show you is one where I actually do some pretty good wrecking. So last time was more of a how to use Dark Goblin battle. This is how to counter it. And here I'm just doing some fairly basic pushing and counters and stuff. I don't even know he has Dark Goblin yet. And I've got some good damage off. Now, none of those cards do damage, but this one, that'll do enough damage to take out the princess. Look at that chip damage from the Dark Goblin though too. The Dark Goblin actually managed to protect the princess, so that he got more damage off another hit. But my elite barbs are good. Goblin Bro was way too slow. It gets taken out by my tower. And I've got a nice positive elixir tree that I'm sitting on. So I'm going to do a nice good push. The Inferno Tower, that works amazingly well against my deck. Now here I'm going to log it, but I want to wait on my log, because that way I can like maybe log something else. I almost got that too. Now since I messed up and I let the princess combine her hit with both the tower and my princess, it was zappable. But I said, move along, come in with an elite barbs push. I used that to counter the hog. Comes in. He tried to use a Dark Goblin to counter that, but they take out the tower and they take out the Dark Goblin. Goblin Barrel gets zapped. I don't know if you thought he had a positive elixir advantage, but I have a severe elixir advantage. The Inferno is going to get in my way for the rest of the game, but just sending in so many troops at the same time in a zap really helps. That was an attempt to get the princess, but I didn't realize the misplacement. So now I'm aware that the Dark Goblin has a fast range and a fast chip effect. I don't have a zap up or a log, so I can't use either of those. But now I've got my zap up, and I'll log the princess. Right now he sends a Dark Goblin, but too slow. I got the elite barbs to take out the tower, targeted that. Then they take out the Dark Goblin, and then just nothing left to bury. So I kind of just like start dropping down random cards because I really don't care. I'll log a hog and a princess, just kind of play it out. So these are some good ways to counter the Dark Goblin that you saw me use in this game. Last game, you saw somebody using their Dark Goblin quite well. Now I still don't have the Dark Goblin. It's been out for like a whole 2 hours. So I'm gonna see if I can get that Dark Goblin from a fairly small challenge chest that I got. I don't want to get the special offer because there's so many places I could get it for. Cool. I've got a legendary arena magical chest that I'm going to be opening tomorrow, and hopefully giving some Dark Goblin gameplay with it. If worst comes to worst, I'm just going to have to get the stack in order to give you some gameplay. But right now I've got 5 cards, nothing required. I'm hoping for a Dark Goblin, nonetheless. I want 4 commons to be this next one. So the next one's going to be 3 commons. I'm not going to get the Dark Goblin today, but you did see some good gameplay. And I'm excited. You've got a juggling arena. I mean, like, that's something amazing. But thanks for watching this gameplay of the Dark Goblin, and I hope it helps you use the Dark Goblin better. Unless you're fighting me, then I hope you didn't learn anything. Thanks for watching.